You thought the neon chicken walk of shame was the end of the story. Oh no, it gets so much better. The scammer actually had the audacity to try and sue Mrs. Higgins for emotional distress and damaging his designer loafers. Can you believe that? So, we all showed up to the small claims court just to see what would happen. The guy walks in, still having a slight orange tint to his ears, looking like he'd spent way too much time in a tanning bed. He starts telling the judge how vicious Mrs. Higgins was, and how he was just a misunderstood collector of vintage lamps. The judge, an old school guy named Justice Miller, looks at the evidence photos we provided. You know, the ones where he looks like a giant, sparkly bird. The judge looks at him, then at Mrs. Higgins, who was sitting there knitting a sweater, and then back at the photos. He didn't just throw the case out. He actually ordered the scammer to pay Mrs. Higgins $300 for the waste of court time. Plus, he had to pay the local fire department for the hazmat cleanup of his car. But the real kicker, as he was leaving the courthouse, a group of teenagers from our block were waiting outside with, you guessed it, a giant bucket of orange confetti. He didn't even run this time. He just accepted his fate as the neighborhood's permanent neon chicken. Mrs. Higgins took that $300, bought us all pizza, and donated the rest to the local animal shelter. Moral of the story, don't mess with the grandma, or you're gonna get the hose. And subscribe the channel and like the video.